You guys got your clown popcorn ready? Hope so. Because the show is about to begin. The universal bathrobe. It's the only robe I own. To be the man, you gotta beat the man. Woo! Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Oh, wow. You know, it's not like me to wear the same t-shirt in 2 videos back to back. Well, so what the hell? You guys got your clown popcorn ready, because I've got a really great show for you guys. We got the Collectibles Corner happening here. Lots of great stuff, man. It's going to be a fun episode of Creepy Ghoul Vision. I promise you that. Got a lot of great stuff to showcase. Okay? Lots of great stuff. Let's get to it. Actually, before we get to it, let's get to it. With Lake of Bays Pumpkin Ale. I've been saving this for one of these types of videos. Leftover from the Halloween, October. Lake of Bays Pumpkin Ale. Love me some pumpkin ale. Let's crack it open. Actually, no. Before we do that, let's get it into one of the beer cozies first. Love me a beer cozy. Keeps your beer colder, longer. Okay. Pumpkin ale coming at you on Creepy Ghoul Vision. Here's to you. Thank you for all the support to the channel this year. I love you all, honestly. Oh yeah. Love me some pumpkin ale. Get it every year. Alright guys, man, I've got a mirage of stuff for you guys here. I'm serious, get your popcorn and drinks ready. Because I got a fun episode of Creepy Ghoul Vision for you. I am Creepy Ghoul, your host of Creepy Ghoul Vision. Creepy Ghoul Vision, in case you didn't know, was created by you and me going down in YouTube history. Party people. You like to party? Yeah, we like to party. We like to do cocaine. Where do I begin? Let's begin right here. So, don't you hate it? Don't you hate it when, you know, you go into a retail store and with the intention of, you know, finding stuff for others, someone or others. And then you end up finding shit for yourself. It happens to me all the fucking time. This time was no exception. So, about a week or 2 ago, I went into Michael's Arts and Crafts store. I'm looking for like a shadow box size 6x6, which they haven't restocked in like about a month. Funny enough, I should have grabbed it when they had it there, but I needed to do my measurements. Because I got some taxidermy bats from Indonesia, fruit bats. Really nice. I want to put them in like a shadow box finally, getting around to it, and hang up in the bat cave here. Anyhow, so I ended up walking into Michael's Arts and Crafts store looking for it. They didn't have any. And they had a whole shitload of Halloween clearance on there, marked down to like 80% off. So naturally, I said, let me just have a look. So I took advantage of that 80% off sale. I got shit here for like next to fucking nothing. And let me show you. To quote Gangrene, there's no way out of this haunted house. There's no way out, there's no way out, there's no way out of this haunted house. A ceramic haunted house. Put a little tea light in there, or like one of those fake ass candles and stuff like that. But it's funny, during their regular Halloween stock, I saw this and I had my eye on it. I'm like, oh, this is fucking cool, but I couldn't bring myself to spend the whatever it was on here. $24.99. Are you crazy? $24.99 for that? Holy fuck. I got this for $24.99 minus 80%. Fuck. Yeah, really like that. Normally I don't like shit like this, but something, I don't know, the skeleton was just like, you know. And the spider web, this is absolutely positively ridiculous, but it was calling to me, so I had to get it. And put that right down here. So I got a roll of this bat material ribbon. To be quite honest with you, I don't know why. I'm pretty sure I'm going to find a use for it. It could be like, you could cut this and make like a curtain tie or something like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, say like if I want to like tie these together type of thing, something like that, I could do that. But yeah, I like anything bats, and this one was pretty cool. It's made of material, and I got this for like 80% off. Regular price Canadian, $12.99, 80% off. I paid fuck all for this. Like, I paid shit for it. Yeah. I'm a sucker for hands. Look at that, nice witch's hand. Witch's hand. And yeah, you better believe I'm going to go over some prices. $7.99 Canadian. I got this for 80% off. Again, I paid like fuck all for this. You know, I could stick this in like a dried flower display, or like whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? Or, yeah, like it really doesn't fucking matter what I do with this, really. But yeah, I just love a good witch hand. Bone hand, witch hand. I love that. That was pretty fucking cool, I thought, for what I paid. But what really got me was, I was just going in for a shadow box, and I saw this. The star, the tarot. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? It's like a pad. And I further looked into it. I'm like, holy shit. It's like a tarot card pad. Embossed, glossy. And that's what drew me into the horror section clearance. Not the horror, the Halloween section clearance of Michael's Arts and Crafts store. This is pretty cool, actually. It's got like everything in there. Look at that. Well, a select bunch. I don't quite know what I'm going to do with this, but I'm a tarot card collector, so I can appreciate this. The death card in here is pretty cool. The tower card is really cool. Those are like my two favorite cards. The tower card is just like, wow. Anyhow, I ended up getting this as well. This was on my in my peripheral vision. The Halloween bow. Instead of a wreath, I would put this on my door, most definitely. Very extremely well done. They were asking, what were they asking for this shit? $12.99. I got, again, 80% off. Yeah, you're not going to go wrong with 80% off, like freaking anything, really. I did get this. So I'm not going to take it out because there's like sparkly shit everywhere. Now, I'm not a fan of sparkles, but I did get this, I don't know what you want to call it, this stick in like maybe like a tall vase of dried flowers or something like that. It's like, it's got like bats and, well, you know, you can tell what it is. I mean, I don't have to take it out. This was like hell to get back in to the wrapper. But yeah, like a vine with like bats and stuff like that. I thought that was pretty cool. I got like a vase here on my my dining room, my twisted dining room table. But I can just stick this right into. Be pretty cool. Let's have some pumpkin ale. Ah, fucking love pumpkin ale, even in December. It's December 1st, holy fuck. I'm still enjoying some nice pumpkin ale. Very reminiscent of October and the fall. Now, here, this blew my mind. This was $39.99 Canadian. Now, I realized it was scanned, it was probably scanned, from an original photo of OLDE, old-fashioned Halloween. When you see these chicks dressed as witches and holding a, what was that they're holding? Like, it looks like they're holding a cock. A chicken. A cock. Anyhow, they're wearing witches' hats and they got brooms and they're holding something. I was drawn to this, man. Like, believe me, there was tons of Halloween clearance there. I had my pick. I was drawn to this. I don't know why. Like an old vintage photo of ladies from, like, what era would this be from? Like the 20s, the 30s, the 40s? I'd say the 20s and 30s maybe. Dressed as witches. I have this thing for witches. Witches. Old-fashioned Halloween witches' hats. Broom, witch hat. She's got a dustpan there, which really fucked me up there. If you look very carefully, it looks to be a dustpan. But anyhow, this photo was drawn to me, and I grabbed it at 80% off. I mean, yeah, regular price Canadian, 40 bucks. 40 fucking bucks. Like, holy shit. Because of what it is. I was happy to get 80% off that motherfucker. That's for sure. That'll go up somewhere, probably in my sunroom. Anyhow, Michael's Arts and Crafts Store. So, I had this on my radar when I first saw it. But on clearance, what's the regular price for that? $39.9, 40 fucking bucks for a hollow Dracula. I'll give you a 360 on that one. There was a couple there, so I compared the paint, of course. As a collector, you have to. That's hollow. You can stick something in there, like keys or whatever you want to. I thought that was pretty cool. Kind of sort of reminiscent of Bela Lugosi, but not really. But I did like it. And again, at 80% off, I said, what the hell? I pulled the trigger on that shit. Look at that. Huge improvement, eh? Huge improvement. Creepy Ghoul is one ugly motherfucker. To quote Arnold Schwarzenegger in Predator. Great film, Predator. The Raven. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis come visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. "Only this and nothing more." The Raven. Scripture. If you've seen my past video, you know I have a Count Dracula scripture as well. This is pretty cool. At 80% off. Regular price, $12.99. 80% off. Edgar Allan Poe. I really wanted this, but I didn't want to spend $39.99. 40 bucks on this bust. But I got it at 80% off. Can't complain. And thankfully there was a few so I can compare the paint. If all the paint was shit, I never would have gotten this. Hollow. Poe. P-O-E. Poe. Love that bust. Again, an improvement. Okay. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Okay, so again, it's really funny with this. I mean, I've devoted a good portion of my life to like horror and punk rock, and you know, I live it, breathe it, eat it, and whatnot. Today I was out again. It's really funny again when you're out and about at a retail establishment and you're kind of sort of looking and shopping for like others. 'Tis the season. Fuck, you end up walking out with more shit for yourself than the people that you were looking for. And I feel really bad about that. I truly, really do. But one of my mottos as a collector is get it now or cry later. You all know what a big Peanuts fan I am. I got not one, but two. Size large, according to the size chart. I'm a 34 waist, 32 length in pants, so I got a size large. Peanuts. It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown boxer shorts. Boxer briefs. I prefer boxer briefs, if you know what I mean. It holds everything in better than boxers. But anyhow, there's the front, there's the back. That's what they look like. My rule of thumb, whenever you buy anything clothes-wise, with the exception of socks, make sure everything goes in and out of your washer and dryer before you wear it. T-shirts included. At Winners, I went trying to do some holiday shopping, you know, for other people. But anyways, I ended up finding this for myself. They still had some Halloween shit laying around, so I got this for myself. 2 pairs of like Peanuts. It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown boxer shorts. Go ahead, laugh at me all you want. I wear boxer briefs. There you go. And I got a size large. Thankfully, they had 2 size larges. These were the best boxes out of the bunch. They only had like 4. One was like half open. The other one, the package was damaged. Yeah, there we go. I got a size large. Because I'm a large guy. What can I say? Thank you very much. Another thing I got while I was at Winners, you know, they got Winners, Marshalls, and Home Sense. So I went to Winners. I found this. Now, I'm not one for ugly Christmas sweaters. Like, I really am not. I have a Krampus one from way back when, which is pretty cool. I really do like that one. I've been wearing that one for the last handful of years. So I ended up finding this one in my size, surprisingly, for really, 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 really good price. Oh, it's October and December once again. You're gonna love this, and I couldn't believe the price on this one. Leave it to Winners, man. Winners. I only started going there the last handful of years, man. I was kicking myself for not shopping there years before. Check this out. You want an ugly Christmas sweater? I gotta stand up for this shit. Check this out. Official Halloween 2 ugly Christmas sweater. I couldn't resist that. Look at that. Creeping Through the Snow, Halloween 2. Halloween 2. Look at what I paid for that. Anywhere else, you would have paid fucking double for that. Like, seriously. 45 bucks? I probably wouldn't have paid 45 bucks for this, but $34.99, most definitely. It was the only size large that they had, and there you go, right there. official Halloween 2 merch. I tried it on too. It fits like a fucking glove, man. So this will be my ugly Christmas sweater for this year. And this is actually pretty cool too. It's like it's like a patch that's like sewn around the ugly Christmas sweater design there. There you go. They had other ones like the Grinch. The Grinch one was pretty cool. I don't think they had my size. They had National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, which classic film. Guys, if you don't watch that every year, I mean, you're fucked. That, like, I tend to watch every year next to the Charlie Brown Christmas. That's like a given right there. But yeah, Halloween 2, man. Fuck yeah. Really happy to have that one. Again, I'm not one for Christmas sweaters, ugly Christmas sweaters, but for that price, I couldn't resist that. And they had it in my size too. Anyhow, let me get some pumpkin ale in me and we'll move on to this shit. I went to HomeSense actually. Again, looking for stuff for others for the holiday, 'tis the season. As you may know from watching some recent previous videos, I'm going to start doing some puzzles soon. I got some really great horror puzzles. I've been in the market for these, and this is actually cheaper than Amazon too, $14.99. Fuck, Amazon, the cheapest price I think was like $20, 20 something. I got some puzzle trays, whatever, multicolored puzzle trays. There's a few of them to choose from. I did get the multicolor one here. They were all the same price, surprisingly. But yeah, I'm going to start doing puzzles soon, because puzzles are good for the mind. Like, I suck at Sudoku. Not that I've ever tried, but I've always been curious about Sudoku. How the fuck do you do it? Like, I've never been a numbers guy. I've kind of sort of always wanted to be a numbers guy, but I can never figure out Sudoku to save my life. Holy fuck. I mean, word searches are pretty cool. Crosswords are not bad, but Sudoku, holy fuck, it's like mind-blowing. I don't know how some people just do it. I've seen people just do 1, 2, 3, 8, 7, 6, 15, 14. I was like, holy shit. Puzzle sorters. I gotta start doing puzzles soon. Like, some really great fucking puzzles I wanna, get going. Alright, so I got a bunch of other stuff here, guys. I hope you're enjoying the Collectibles Corner show so far. I'm really enjoying doing this. One thing I did forget over here, actually, from Michael's Arts and Crafts store, and I had this on my radar, coffin. It's a grapevine coffin. Like, I don't know what exactly you call this, but I really wanted this when I saw it, but I couldn't fathom paying $29.99. $30. I got this for 80% off, motherfuckers. Look at that. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I'm going to hang it up somewhere. But anyhow, I thought that was pretty cool. I really like that. This is a really nice piece. Give you a little bit of a close-up right there. So yeah. Michael's Arts and Crafts store usually has some really good shit for Halloween, I gotta say. Really like quality shit, hence the prices. Anyhow, let's move right along here. Again, going into a shop and with the intention of shopping for others, you find stuff for yourself. Now, I collect Bram Stoker's Dracula. I did find another novelization of Count Dracula. I don't know how well you're going to see that. It's kind of like embossed right here. And I got this at HomeSense actually for only $12.99, like most definitely. And one book. This is the one book that I want to reread again. It's the book that I've read more than any other book I've ever read in my entire life that I can remember, Count Dracula, Bram Stoker. But I'd like to reread it for old time's sake. And yeah, got another book Novelization of Dracula. Okay, so what do we got here? I'm just trying to do everything here in some sort of like order of where I got everything. So that was from Niagara Falls, so I'm gonna do this. You know what? Here, I'm gonna do this actually. So at the end of October, beginning of November actually. Oh, I didn't even know that. Holy fuck. Oh, fucking cool. I just discovered that now. Son of a bitch. So at the end of October, beginning of November, I went to Walmart, Sprawlmart to get a few things. I usually get my groceries from Walmart because I've got like the Walmart MasterCard, and you use it, you rack up points, redeem them from groceries or whatever. So apparently it's funny too, because Trump, when he took office, one of the things was Walmart is not allowed. Should I use that word allowed? I don't know. Not allowed to carry the LGBTQS1WTHX1138 paraphernalia. So gays are now banned from Walmart as part of some sort of agreement. Love this pumpkin ale. Walmart. I went hunting for other stuff, and in their Halloween section, they started clearing shit out, and they put up a die-cast stand with a bunch of die-cast vehicles. I ended up picking up 2 of these Firebirds. Now, if you guys know me, you know I have a 1992 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. It's actually in my driveway right now, covered for the winter. I'm probably going to restart it next spring, summer. But I found some die-cast Firebirds from the 70s, the late 70s, and I totally had to get these, man. They had one in beige. It's weird. I should have gotten that one just for collection purposes, but I ended up getting the classic reds, red and yellow, red and black Firebird. T-top roofs. Mine is not like this. Mine was from 1992 when they, that was the final year that they started using that design. But yeah, mine looks more like Knight Rider, Kit from Knight Rider, than any of these, but I would have loved to have had some of these. Back in the 80s, I had tons of die-cast stuff. Die-cast stuff is definitely the way to go, man. I'm telling you. I love these a lot. And the beauty of it is the doors like open. I'm not a car guy, but I can still appreciate stuff like this. Takes me back to my childhood, and I love the Firebirds. Firebirds, Walmart. These were like, I don't know how much these were, like $10, something like that. $9.99, I don't know, something like that. Anyhow, and I just noticed, pull them back, and they go. Cool. Pumpkin ale. Moving right along. We have this place in Tokondo, Ontario. For those of you who don't know, I call Toronto, Ontario, Tokondo, Ontario, because, well, I mean, it speaks for itself, really. We have this place along the Danforth, which is like Greektown, which has been bastardized and raped of all the a good portion of the small businesses, and by the politicians and the government and whatnot and developers. And you know, the Danforth here used to be like all small businesses as far as the eye can see, mom and pop shops, but slowly but surely they're, you know, whatever the word is, gentrifying it, fuck, I don't know the word, I can't remember the word, I can't pronounce the word, like, you know, but anyways, commercializing the Danforth. But anyhow, there's still a few shops left on the Danforth, and one of them is called MOSS. Moss. And I actually, funny enough, recently discovered this place as well. And I popped in there, and again, with the intention of shopping for others, I ended up finding some shit for myself towards the beginning of November, when they were clearing out some of their Halloween shit. I got this little black cat on a broomstick. Sorry, pumpkin ale. It's pretty cool. For those of you who don't know, I do have a black Christmas tree, which I haven't put up in about almost 10 years. That took me forever to find. But every now and again, I do like to collect ornaments in hopes to one day put my tree up again. I got all sorts of ornaments for that tree. I got Elvis, Marilyn, South Park, Peanuts, like all sorts of novelty ornaments, and this one's no exception. I was really intrigued by this ornament. I got it on clearance sale for like, this is regular $18.99. I paid $9.50 for it. It's like felt, and it's a black cat on a broom. So yeah, I was drawn to it, most definitely. Another thing I got from the store, which is their holiday stock, and I was like blown away. I'm like, wow, man. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. One of the greatest fucking comedy films ever made. I didn't say the greatest comedy film, but I said one of, and it's definitely in my top 10 favorite films of all time. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I am Ferris Bueller, Creepy Ghoul. This is the Ferris Bueller's Day Off book. Look at that. The book. Hardcover book. I couldn't resist that. It was only $19.99. Yeah, $20, man. Yeah, Ferris Bueller merch is like, it's like non-existent, really. And when I saw that, I just flipped. I'm like, I gotta have this. For those of you who have not seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off, I suggest you do. I mean, holy fuck. I would rank this probably in my somewhere in my top 10 films of all time. I'm happy to get that book, man. Holy shit. Pretty fucking cool. Alright, so some more pumpkin ale, then we're gonna move right along here. I got a few more piles here to showcase for you guys. I know some of you out there like to listen, are very audio and like to listen to my videos as opposed to watching them. When you're unable to watch them, you listen to them. So I try to be as audio as I can. Fuck, this is going to be a long video, guys. So I recently spent my birthday weekend last weekend in Niagara Falls. I turned the big 50 a couple of Wednesdays ago, and you know, I spent my birthday weekend last weekend in Niagara Falls. One of my favorite places to be is in the Niagara region. It still has a really nice old world charm, and from what I understand, the cost of living in the Niagara region is quite lower than, say, Toronto, Ontario, Ontario. But yeah, I love Clifton Hill. I love Lundy's Lane in Niagara. I love the wineries, and I just love everything about Niagara, to be quite honest with you. We stopped into a few places, and I managed to score a couple of things, which I'm going to show you. It's been years since I popped into like a Mind Games store. Now, if you guys know what Mind Games is, like this, it used to be like all like games, card games, what do you call those things? Those puzzles, those chain puzzles that you kind of like like Magic David Copperfield try to like undo the loop or whatever. Like it was all like games for all ages. I haven't been in ages. They've gotten better, I've got to say. I walked in there, I was like, holy fuck, wow. So I ended up getting a few things I'd like to show you guys. I got some vinyl pops there. This one was slightly on my list. It's the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre Leatherface vinyl pop right there from 1974 Leatherface. I didn't have a Leatherface. There you go right there. I do love vinyl pops as much as I do love the Super 7 figures as well. But there is Leatherface right there. Happy to have him in the old horror collection. The old classic horror collection. I did get a Godzilla figure. I love Godzilla, particularly early Godzilla. This is Godzilla 1954 figure. He's holding a plane there. He's crushing a plane, as you can see right there. I'll give you a little close-up on that one. Sorry about the glare. But yeah, this one's a little bit of a heavy figure right there. Godzilla 1954. That's the original right there. There's a few variations of him. They had them all there, actually. Godzilla 84 I was looking at. They had the Godzilla 1954 jumbo one, the big one to this one. I don't think I saw that one. Godzilla 1999, Godzilla 2016. Had to get the original 54. I love Godzilla. There you go, right there. Love vinyl pops. I did get the only two they had there, the Godzilla blind boxes, which I'm going to open for you guys, actually. These were like cheap. These were like 10 bucks a pop. I gladly pay 10 bucks a pop for the only two they had there. Love blind boxes. They're a lot of fun. I hope to get a Mothra, or a Godzilla, of course, or a smog monster. One of my favorite Godzilla films is Godzilla versus the Smog Monster. It's a giant fucking cloud of radiation that morphs into this thing right here. A monster of like goop and garbage and like pollution that attacks Godzilla. So, like, let me open these right now so you can get the reaction to what's going on here. And I do usually keep my boxes too. I'm very big on the packaging and boxes. So let's open these up. Give me a Mothra or a Smog Monster. That's what I'm asking for. Mothra. I love Mothra. Mothra makes a really good figure. Or a Smog. Oh, fucking Mecha Godzilla. Yeah. Yeah. Not the most attractive figure, but I do like that film, Godzilla versus Mecha Godzilla. The mechanical Godzilla. That's a really cool fucking figure. Really cool figure. Not the most attractive, but cool figure in the sense that it was just a cool fucking film. So let's open the other one here. Let's open the other one here. Give me a Smog Monster. Come on. Godzilla gods. I want a Smog Monster. Smog Monster. Smog Monster. Smog. Ah, okay. I got the son. Yeah, that's the... actually, is that the son of Godzilla? Or... let me look at this. No, that's Godzilla. That's a fucking Godzilla. I don't know which Godzilla, but it's a son of Godzilla. And I'll tell you one thing. Actually, fuck, what am I even saying? It looks like an early Godzilla figure. It doesn't look like one of the more modern ones. But it actually looks like the son of Godzilla, kind of, sort of. But I think this is just the regular Godzilla. Nevertheless, doesn't matter. Really cool. Happy to even get a Godzilla. Oh, I love blind boxes, man. Blind boxes rule. Alright, happy to open these on camera for you guys. Yeah. Alright, so I got two more piles here for you guys. Are you guys still with me or what? You guys still with me? Oh, fuck, I gotta piss like a racehorse. Holy shit. Anyhow. While we were in the Niagara region, let's separate this from that and this. Okay, while we were in the Niagara region for my birthday weekend, visited a few places. One place we ate breakfast at was, if you saw my previous video, the Flying Saucer restaurant, which was a cosmic experience, no pun intended, whereas religion and chemicals became the key to the future. I like the place so much, I bought a t-shirt from the place, which is something I do not normally do. No way, no how. But anyhow, I had, for my breakfast, I had a nice cup of coffee, which was fine. I had the Eggs Benedict with bran muffin, which was quite interesting that they would give me, I would choose a bran muffin, not knowing that it was an actual bran muffin. An actual bran muffin. Cut it open, put some butter on it, it was good to go. Their Eggs Benedict was not bad, pretty good, I gotta admit, I'm just being honest. It literally looked like two fucking UFOs on my plate. It really did. Hence the name of the place, Flying Saucer Restaurant. And the hash browns, the potatoes, were just out of this fucking world, no pun intended. Like, I can make a million jokes about this. Anyhow, the staff were all wearing the shirts. I was like, I gotta get me a shirt. Green and black are my two favorite colors, and look at that. It's got Robbie the robot on there with a bunch of flying saucers and green aliens. I had to get that. Check that out. If you're ever in the Niagara region, stop into the Flying Saucer restaurant and have yourself a nice breakfast or brunch. Most definitely. I would definitely return and try more of the items on their menu, that's for sure. I mean, have I had better Eggs Benedict? Of course I have. Was it bad? No, it wasn't bad. You know what I mean? But it was an experience, most definitely. Had to eat at the Flying Saucer restaurant. There you go. Now, a staple in Niagara Falls for about 40 years, I'd say about 40 years from what I was told, is called Rock World. It's a head shop, as we call it. Man, I make it my point that every time I'm in Niagara Falls to visit Rock World. To my surprise, they're closing down, if they haven't closed down already. I spoke with the owners. They said they're retiring, you know, after 40 years, and this is it. The store was pretty much almost empty. But I did scoop up a few things here I'd like to showcase for you guys. Really sad to see Rock World go. It was a staple in Niagara Falls for, like, dudes like me and people like you. Sadly, all the size large shirts were gone. But they did have they did have a lot of great shit left. I mean, they really did. I scooped up a couple of things. I'm surprised this was even still there. In the vein of me doing puzzles or starting to do puzzles, I got this really hot fucking Betty Page 1,000-piece puzzle. Look at that. That's a really hot picture of her. I really do like Betty Page. Showing you all angles. Oh shit. Yeah, really nice Betty Page puzzle. I'll definitely eventually get to that as well. Got the Betty Page puzzle. I got some patches. Everything was like liquidation, on clearance, like marked down beyond belief. Patches were buy one get one free. There was the only 2 Night of the Living Dead patches left, and I got them. These were probably bootleg patches from the looks of them, but I don't care. They're pretty fucking cool, in my opinion. I got 2 in hopes to start my horror jacket. I'm gonna do a jacket, well, more like a trench coat. That's strictly all horror patches and pins and whatnot. Misfits included, of course. I did get a couple stickers. I got the Dead Kennedys DK sticker. I did get the Night of the Living Dead Karen sticker as well. Night of the Living Dead remains to be gotta be one of my top 5 favorite horror films of all time, next to Halloween 1978. So moving along, one place I really wanted to visit in Niagara Falls, in the Niagara region, was the Lundy's Lane Antique Mall. And I finally got a chance to do so after hearing so much about it through radio commercials and whatnot. I finally visited the Lundy's Lane Antique Mall, and I suggest, guys, anytime you're in the Niagara region, visit this place. Trust me. I was there. It's multi-level. Not every level is like fully established, but it is multi-level. And I did pay them a visit, and I found a few little things here. One of which, right off the bat, at the counter, was this Sam Hain belt buckle. Look at that. Bootleg or not, like seriously, I've never seen this in my fucking life. Look at that. And the dude gave it to me. It was $20. He gave it to me for 15. There's the back of it right there. It's lightweight. This has got to be like a bootleg, because there's no way that's going to be official, but it's a very extremely well done bootleg. Sam Hain belt buckle. There you go, right there. I probably will never wear this. I'm not a fan of round belt buckles. I got a couple other ones. I got a bat one, which is nice. But anyhow, yeah, I had to get that. I couldn't leave without that. I got a Farrah Fawcett vinyl pop. Check that out right there. That's fucking hot. Farrah Fawcett, rest in peace. She died of breast cancer many years back. Quite an icon. I loved her in Charlie's Angels. Who didn't, really? It's a classic photo of Farrah. And there is the pose right there. Really happy to have this. I've never ever seen this before, ever. The Farrah Fawcett vinyl pop. And it's funny too, because when we were in the Lundy's Lane Antique Mall, went down to one of the lower levels, and it's like, oh, wow. Psychic and spiritual advisor. Check her out. She did a palm reading for the person that I was with at the time, and that person was very happy with their reading. There it is right there. Does cards, palm reading, multi-generational psychic. So moving right along. I got one other pile here to show you guys. I know this is a long video. It's not my intention, but it's quite a collectibles corner. Here it is right here. So, one place we have here in Toronto, it's long standing. They have multiple locations. It's called BMV Books. I have no idea what BMV stands for, to be quite honest with you. I've been going there since, oh God, since the 90s. BMV Books, it's your one-stop shop. Trust me on this one. Don't ever leave Toronto. If you're visiting Toronto, which you could visit Toronto, but trust me, you don't want to live here. Visiting Toronto and living here, believe me, are two different things. If you're visiting Toronto, visit BMV Books. You'll be thankful that you did. It's more than a bookstore. It's more than a bookstore. The one I visited was one I used to visit quite often, like let's say once a week even, jeez. The one right downtown. I did find a few things here which I'm going to showcase for you guys, all horror related. So keep munching on your clown popcorn there, and keep throwing back your drinks. I found this gem. Christopher Lee, Treasury of Terror. Great picture stories of supernatural horror. God, I couldn't resist that. I'm a huge Christopher Lee fan, especially when he does stuff like this. An old vintage horror book right there. I'll probably let this remain sealed for a bit. I don't know. I may open it. We'll see. But it's just a welcomed addition into the old collection there. I've never come across this, ever. In the vein of Super 7 figures, we have The Worst. I have no idea what that is. I truly don't. I'm burping up pumpkin ale. But I found this character here, Batula. Bat Prince of Darkness action figure. That's a no fucking brainer for Creepy Ghoul who lives in the Bat Cave. Look at that. That's a pretty cool figure. He comes with a scepter. There's a couple of variations of this guy. I think he was wearing an orange suit or something like that. I don't know. I like the red ones. There's the other ones you can get. There's the Reaper on there. There he is right there, Batula with the orange. And he had an orange face. I didn't quite like that one. They had that one there, but if I go back, it's there. I might get it. But I wanted the traditional blackface. 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 Batula. In the red suit with the scepter. Do I give a fuck? No, not really. Batman. Now, in the BMV books there, total fucking respect. They have a section, they literally have a huge section called, oh god, the unusual, the weird and unusual, or something to that effect. It's literally titled that, unusual finds or something that, anyhow, I found this in that section. Naturally, I'm attracted to that title. I found the Taschen. Taschen puts out some of the best art fucking books on the planet. I found a Taschen book of Batman. Look at that. Love that shit. Love the artwork. Giving you a free sample there. I've got many Taschen books. This is a little book of Batman, they call it. I love Taschen books. I've got Geiger. I've got like some erotica Taschen books. I've got so many Taschen books. BMV books have always been really great for Taschen books. They're artsy type books. They're very visual. And yeah, to buy them new is just like, holy fuck. I've been lucky over the years to find Taschen books at BMV used. They're terrific books for your collection. Coffee table books, art books. They're just beautiful fucking books. They're like the best of the best, pretty much. I got, at BMV Books, I got some DVDs. Now, if I'm going to buy DVDs, if I'm buying DVDs in this day and age, which I'm not, I'm more focused on building my Blu-ray collection. If I'm buying DVDs, it's got to be something really special. It's got to be something like, wow, wow factor, wow. These were like wow factor. First of all, we got the Bat, special edition. I'm going to show you this individually. I love that. When it flies, someone dies. Love that shit. The Bat. Vincent Price. What got me about this release right here, I'll tell you right now, was this booklet right here. Okay. It's got a couple special features, but the booklet, it was all about the booklet to me that made it well worth the pickup. Okay, it's got some poster artwork in there. It's got some liner notes and whatnot. That's what got me, and that's what I'm looking for. The Bat, Vincent Price. It's got some features on there for a DVD. Yeah, decently priced. I don't remember what I paid for this, but it was decently priced. I'm like, yeah. The special features of the booklet, well and worth it. Crazy fucking film, The Bat. There's a couple films called The Bat. Bela Lugosi has one called The Bat, which was amazing. The Vincent Price one, I can highly recommend, most definitely. The Bat, Vincent Price. And speaking of Bela Lugosi, we have Return of the Vampire. Funny enough about this, oh god, it's been so long since I bought a DVD, I'll tell you. But I discovered when I brought this home, I already have it! But you know what? Nevertheless, this is a great fucking film from Bela Lugosi, and I was really happy to even own it again. That'll stay in my collection as a double. I don't mind, believe me, I don't, because it's such a good fucking film. Return of the Vampire. I think that's also a Merciful Fate song. Love Merciful Fate. Okay, I got a couple more items to show you guys. One of my favorite adult film actresses of the 80s, 70s into the 80s, is Vanessa Del Rio. I would love to meet Vanessa. Apparently she has, she's active online. I think she has a YouTube channel. She does the odd convention. I did find the Taschen version, the mini Taschen version of the Vanessa Del Rio book here. When this first came out, I got the mega version, the big version, the slipcase version, the one that costs like an arm and a leg. I got that for a really good price. But I walked into BMV and I'm like, holy fuck, they actually have an erotica section. There's a couple Elmer Batters books that I'd like to get there. I don't make it down there too often because I don't really make it down into Condo Ontario too often because there's really nothing there for me. Anyhow, and the streets are overrun with those fucking Uber cyclists and like whatnot. It's just, this is a different Toronto from what it was 15 years ago. Like, people, it really is. I rarely venture down there. Anyhow, and so long as I have a reliable, dependable vehicle, I will not use public transit. TTC, Toronto Transit Commission. I will not use public transit. I fucking despise public transit. I've been spoiled. And in the same breath, blessed with a reliable, dependable vehicle. But parking is a bitch downtown. Anyhow, the Taschen mini version of the Vanessa Del Rio book right here. Really fucking happy to have this. Holy fuck. I've got the big version when this first came out. She's one of my favorite adult film actresses. I'll just give you a really extremely sneak peek of the book. A lot of nice photos, interviews, liner notes, excerpts, whatever the fuck. There you go. And this one comes with the original DVD right there. All sorts of goodies on that. I was very, very, extremely happy to get my hands on this one. There you go. Vanessa Del Rio. Check out any of her 80s films. Moving along, I got a couple more things, guys. I love magazines. I love posters, magazines, flyers. I love paper collectibles in general. And I did find some old horror magazines at BMV. Usually, this BMV, the one at Yonge and Dundas, to be more precise, if you're ever in Toronto, visit the one at Yonge and Dundas. Yonge Street and Dundas Street. I did get some old horror magazines. Midnight Marquee, one of my favorite B films, The Brain That Wouldn't Die, or The Head That Wouldn't Die. There's two different versions of it. This is an old black and white magazine, lots of B films, Z films in there as well. Love me some old horror magazines. not too much of a fan of Rue Morgue for a very long time. Their format has really changed over the years. Horror Hound remains to be one of the best, or if not the best, horror magazine on the shelf right now, next to Dark Side from the UK. This is an old toxic horror magazine from back in the day. Love this. This was always hard to find, but I managed to score an old copy. These honestly were only $5 or less, both of them, just to give you an idea. Yeah, BMV Books rules, man. I spent a good portion of my youth in BMV Books, and there you go. All the masks you can get from Fangoria magazine from back in the day. Memories galore. Lastly, at BMV, I did find a nice black and white photo book of Betty Page. I could not resist that. And again, decently priced. BMV Books, any location you go to in Toronto, all their shit, I don't think I've ever even argued with the price of anything they had there. They're all decently priced. Look at that. I think I paid probably $10 for this or less for glorious black and white photos of Betty Page and friends. Love Betty Page. She had a tragic life, unfortunately. But yeah, there you go. A welcome addition to my Betty Page collection. That was it for BMV. And finally, last but not least, where did I get this? I think I got this at Dollarama at the end of Halloween. How many of you guys remember this as a kid? Loon Moon. Half Moon. This is the candy corn. I couldn't resist. I don't like candy corn. I fucking hate candy corn. However, Jelly Belly brand of jelly beans puts out an amazing candy corn. I just finished a bag of that this year. Anyhow, this is the Loon Moon. They're snacky cakes, as who said it in South Park? Cartman. Anyway, snacky cakes. Loon Moon, Half Moon, candy corn, snacky cakes. I ate these as a kid. The Loon Moons. They were very popular back in the 80s. Vachon, a Canadian company, put them out. There's the logo right there, Vachon. And I'm going to pop this open. There they are right there. This is what they look like. I'm going to try one on camera. There they are right there. Loon Moons. Half Moons. I'm going to try one. And see what I think of these. I don't like candy corn, but let's see what this is all about. Okay, here we go. Oh my god. When did this turn into a mukbang video? It didn't. That's a good cake. That's a really good cake. It's good. That's pretty fucking good. It doesn't taste like candy corn. It's really good, I gotta say. Most definitely. I got the last box on the shelf. Limited edition. Candy corn flavor. It was good. Most definitely. Here's to you. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Give me a couple thumbs up, will you? Leave your comments below. And remember, Creepy Ghoul Vision, which is what you're watching right now, was definitely created by you and me, going down in YouTube history, party people. You like to party? Yeah, we like to party. We like to do cocaine. Stay weird.